Anand would always ask us, okay, so you were in the pose for 5 minutes. Big deal. How many breaths were you aware of? Different criteria. Just staying in the pose, right? All right, viparita dandasana in your chair. There's the story about Abhijata, his granddaughter, right? Doing headstand for half an hour. And she was so proud, and she went to Guruji and she said, Grandpa, or whatever she called him, I don't know, Guruji. I stayed in headstand for half an hour. I said, oh yeah? What did you do in that half hour? And she said, I stayed in headstand for half an hour. And he said, what a waste of time. All right. You will be happy to know, though, he said once, there's no need to stay in headstand longer than half an hour. Your head will become like a block of wood, if it isn't already. So we've already done a few back arches this evening. So maximize the dome of the chest by grounding the femurs completely. Connect that. Soft eyes, don't stare. You can keep the eyes open though, or closed. But even closed eyes can be tense. So if you choose to close the eyes, relax the eyes. Ground the inner thigh to dome the chest. Feel free to add the arms at any time if you want to add that version when you feel like you're ready. That feels right tonight. Or whatever arm variation works for you. And those of you who can, slide off until the crown of the head goes to the floor. You can walk your feet in, the heels can lift up, just roll to the big toe. The heels can either rest on the back legs or even on the back rung, depending on your mobility and torso size. Some people can keep their feet on the floor. Now the elbows may not go down and your arms come the head down. Ground the wrist, sharply lift the shoulder blades, as if you're actually doing an unsupported viparita dandasana. And the next stage for slightly stronger people is press up into urdvha dhanurasana in the chair. So just stay where you are or come out of the pose. You have a lot of options. The palms can turn out, elbows in, lift up. Or come out of the pose. All right. Bring the arms up and over. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Wait there. Let the breath flow. Relax the grip of the floating rib kidney. And then twist to the right. the right arm way around the seat of the chair. Bend the elbow a little bit and open both collarbones again. Or hold the chair. Elbows should have a sense of moving away from the torso, both elbows. Chin up slightly. Lifting from the left waist lumbar, twist from the left floating rib without closing off that shoulder. Keeping the chin up slightly, turn the head to look forward without losing the lift and rotation from the left lumbar floating rib. And release the head, release the body, come back to center. Wait there. And twist to the other side. Open the collarbones, elbows away from the torso. You can even lean into your left arm, bend the elbow a little. And turning from the right waist lumbar. And keep the turn and gently look forward. Let the chin go up slightly. Tends to drop. Keep the right waist floating, rib lifting and turning. Deep exhale. You can use your obliques a little to twist, but just let loose any gripping that comes in the organs. And then release and turn to the center. And wait there for a few breaths. And then come out of the chair and set up your shoulder stand. Set up a good halasana tonight. All right, if you need height for halasana, have that set to go. So go to halasana first. You get those hips over your shoulders. If you're a chair yogi, have enough height to go into halasana. Then, I will wait. Stay in halasana for a little bit. You can interlock your fingers, extend your arms, tuck those outer arms stealthily under you. Press the palms into the back. Then, take the legs up to shoulder stand from that strong halasana. From the groins extending, take the thigh up and back to lift the foot. Better. Hug the arms in without gripping the chest. Extend up so you have a sense of ascending off the throat and the neck. Take Ekapada Sarvangasana. Extend the right leg, groin to heel. Extend the left leg up and even farther back than vertical. Use the hands. Dome over the hands a bit. Keep both thighs strongly internally rotated. If you can go to the floor, feel free to go further down. And extend groin to heel to bring the leg up. Don't just go by lifting the foot. Reset, recenter. Lifting the right leg longer, extend the left leg out, groin to heel. Both thighs spin in. The left thigh should not cross the midline at the pubic plate. Keep the inner chest lifted up, at least energetically. And then make the upper leg longer, extend the left leg groin to heel to bring it up. And take halasana again. And release your strap if you're wearing one. Roll down if you're on the chair. Just go back to the chair and slide up. Those of you who want to drop over into setubandha, go for it. Now lift off the heel of the palm, Betsy. Then walk your legs out, but lift the hips higher. For every inch the feet go out, the hips go up 6 inches. Energetically. There you go. If you didn't drop over, just roll off to the side and set up a supported setubandha. Now I don't expect you to stay there for that long, Betsy. So walk in and kick back up. Can you do 2 legs at once? Ooh, I'm going to have to keep practicing so I can keep up with you. All right, Betsy G, roll out in the pose. This is a competition, right?
No.
Wrong. So you all know the word hatha, right? Hatha yoga. For some bizarre reason in modern times that hatha got translated into sun moon. Those syllables do not mean that. Although they were kind of in the right direction. It's really yin-yang, Shiva, Shakti, male, female, introvert, extrovert, right nostril, left nostril, Ida, Pingala. recognizing the wholeness that is already complete within you. The asanas can theoretically help you come to recognize that. And then release and come out of section 5. Okay, sitting in Upavishta Konasana, extend out over your right leg, Parshva. Keep your left hand to the side, so your right hand to the side a little so you can use it to lift. Twist a bit, left to right. Take your time though. This is more a balancing pose. We haven't done a lot of forward bends, if any, tonight, so take your time getting into it. You know somewhere else you need to get to by doing this pose? The only breath you have is the one you're breathing right now. Hopefully there'll be another one. A few more after that. Inhale, breath, come up. Or as one guy said, there's nowhere to go that's not here. So to the left. Again, be gradual about it. So the receptive has to be a little more dominant here as it receives the doing. Keep the left hand to the side a bit so you can lengthen and give a little lift and twist, lifting the torso, heart center over the center leg. Don't turn the head too much though, keep the neck neutral. Receptivity will actually take you into the pose, more than the doing. The doing comes from the receptivity. Alright, inhale, breath, come up. Collapse in a heap. One of my favorite poses, shavasana. Of course, I can't do this pose for very long without getting depressed. So, head supported with the konasana, forward extension. Start again with a gradual, easy height. And then as you receive the pose, maybe you'll go farther out, farther down, but that's not the point. You can use a chair, you can use a block, a cat, probably not a cat. Rhythmic inhale, rhythmic exhale. So Dan, try putting your block far away from you and angling the bolster up that way. Or even two blocks. Have the block, or even your two blocks propped up. I don't know if you can see what I'm doing here. I'm propping up the bolster on the blocks. And then adding a little extra height for my forehead. So I don't squish my nose. Or it's often easier to just use a chair. Again, this is more of a balancing posture from the work we've done this evening. And the head lag behind as you lift the upper inner chest. Now come up. And then take shavasana. wide open, receptive to any and all sensation that arises. The body breath. Letting them be and move and arise just as they are. The body has a natural capacity to let go and release. You don't even have to do it with your mind. Just allow that knowing of the body to be as it is. So that lamp of awareness is illuminating the vast universe inside.